Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who's booking, liking, sharing, subscribing, tipping the Clarista, pledges to the Patreon, all the things. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. Okay. So this just in. We've been through like 2 timeline jumps in this week alone. Who knew? Not me. That makes sense though. So if you're feeling like a little disoriented or feeling a little nauseous or under the weather or whatever it may be, I heard hang on to your hats. You're in for a ride. You know what they're giving me the vision of? They're showing me this, like you've been, you know when you're on a roller coaster and you crank to the top, right? There's that energy of like crank, 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 right? And then you kind of sit at the top for a minute and then you go, right? I feel like collective, we're like pretty much at the top of this roller coaster here, okay? Some of you, they're showing me you're like halfway up the hill here, okay? All right. But no, keep in mind too that when you come up to that top, right, the rest of it goes so fast. Okay, so something's going to change very quickly, or it's going to move very quickly, or something. Okay. That song is still in my head. Get angry at your love. You're the greatest thing we've lost. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. What does the collector need to know, please? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. I haven't done the intuition test in a while, have I? Sorry, guys. One man show. I'm trying so hard. Oh gosh. There was also this energy too earlier where I feel like some of you could really stand to enter a state of reflection and really be honest with yourself and like go across your whole entire life, right? And just see how far you've come. Just see what it is that you've been up against. Just kind of, you know what I mean? Because, there's just this energy of, and I feel like, um, I don't know if rewarding is the right word, but, oh, that breeze feels so good. But it does. It feels like, there's a major sense of accomplishment. There's also this major recognition of like how strong you are. You're very strong. And oftentimes you don't recognize it when you're living in your life, like every day, day to day. You know what I mean? Some other people may be recognizing this though as well. All right, we have Drake here. Collective, you have caught the attention of some sort of community. Huh. Why is Drake here? Now we have Britney Spears. So this could have been somebody that kind of led you to some sort of, like, push you to the edge in some sort of way, right? Maybe a narcissist energy here. Yeah, with this thank me later. Tell me more. feeling of waiting to exhale. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Collective. I'm picking up on an energy where some of you may be separating from somebody. Okay. You may be, or getting some sort of divorce or breaking up with somebody. But I also feel as though that there is like possibly a group of people. You've caught the attention of some people here. Okay, like now the immediate energy was that I felt like people were like lined up waiting for you to be available, which is insane. Like, who am I talking to? Hello. But be mindful of this energy, because it does seem like these people could possibly want to take advantage of maybe a vulnerability here. Okay, this person, this ex person could have somehow put you in front of these people. There may be some sort of surprise, like a surprise party or like a surprise get together here. You're certainly being watched. There's also something about being under surveillance here, right? That's also talking about being watched, but I feel like there's tell me more. Yeah, somebody could be like having you watched here. Could be a father figure. Why do I feel like somebody might even be like testing your resolve, your ability to, I don't know. I feel like I'm talking to somebody that possibly had either had in the past or still has a hard time expressing themselves. Okay, this may be clearing out, especially with this throat chakra. There's something about your throat chakra here, okay? It makes sense with why I've been, I feel like this, you know, and expressing yourself. Speaking your mind, sticking up for yourself here, okay? Like almost this energy of, you know, like I don't want to say like running from controversy, because nobody wants to like create controversy, but this is like somebody that like somebody would literally bring forward some sort of controversy simply to see how you do on defending yourself, sticking up for yourself. Somebody doesn't want you to be able to do that for some reason. Like Yeah, somebody could have been like blocking your throat chakra. If it doesn't go like that deep, there's just an energy of like somebody who, you know, when you are in connections with narcissistic behaviors, okay, narcissistic people, it really does change the way that your mind processes things, the way that you know what I mean, like it keeps you in a state of being, you know, constantly like high cortisol levels, which is a very stressful, you know, like your nervous system is always like at peak, you know what I mean, like, and it's like this is what I'm picking up on of somebody who was maybe possibly been surrounded by that energy, and it doesn't have to be narcissistic, but it feels very controlling, very manipulative, very, and it does feel very tied into the throat chakra, like expression, some sort of expressing, defending yourself, sticking up for yourself, um, knowing who you are, right? These are people that possibly try to convince you of being that you are less than, right? It's like that energy of like constantly always like picking on um, the shadow self, right? Drawing out, pointing out um, your faults rather than ever bringing any type of attention to good things that you've done, right? And this, I feel like this is healing. I feel like there's this energy of you releasing this, right? And really coming into terms of like knowing who you are and getting comfortable again with like sticking up for yourself, right? And I'm not talking about like going out and causing fights and things like that. I'm talking about people coming towards you, you know, with some type of agenda, right? And you just kind of allowing it to be, or, you know, really just there's this energy of allowing anyone and everyone to kind of, you know, like you do whatever, you know, run through your life, do whatever they will. No boundaries, right? And these no boundaries, they were created, you know, probably when you were young, as some, you know, some sort of programming that was developed here. It's possible you weren't, you know, your parents didn't teach boundaries, didn't respect boundaries. Maybe they even did the same thing, right? Which would make sense as to why you would continue to track this in your life here. Yeah, these are people that are very focused. They focus on the negative, on the mistakes, on the bad. And I feel like you're probably separating from these people because I'm picking up on an energy in which you're really learning to love yourself. So there's really no space or room for this type of energy. Tell me more. What's this Drake Lauren Hill? Tell me more. Okay. Yeah. So there's this energy of just accepting whatever, right? Like it's possible that maybe you didn't get a lot of attention, or I don't know what this is, but it's like just accepting an energy, right? Like this ride or die energy. Okay, and that's good, but I feel like for some of you it's like you were like this with somebody that would not die for you. Okay. Like this is somebody that possibly was like, killing you softly here, right? um Strumming my pain with his fingers. Yeah. Reading my life with his words. Killing me softly with his words. Killing me softly. Yeah. Is that the right words? I don't know, but that's what's coming through. Somebody literally, yeah. And you were like this energy, like, but something tells me it's all you've ever known. So whether this is like a father figure or an ex or something like that, this is all you've ever known of an energy that doesn't build you up, doesn't pour into you, right? And this also doesn't have to be masculine, feminine energy. This could also, this could be all different kinds of relationships, right? Grandparents, parents, cousins, friends, aunts, uncles, romance, all of it, right? This could have literally showed up in all of your connections. Like you were the ride or die, but that's it, right? We have the moon and astrology here. There's something about like the timing of this, right? Like, and like breaking free from this or something. There's something about also something about your moon sign as well. But the moon is also diving into the shadow, you know. Um, Somebody could have been, working through. I don't know the details of like the spell work and stuff people do, but they're giving me like this energy of somebody that would have been, tapping into your astrological chart here, and maybe really focusing on something about like your moon sign, or it's to keep you in the shadow, right? But the thing is after an extended amount of time, if you've done the healing work, that doesn't work anymore. Hmm. Yeah. Now somebody's mind fucked about some shit. Somebody may be like unplugging, right? Like, like really disconnecting, maybe going off of social media or something here. Regardless of what this person is going through, what this person is experiencing, I feel like you are coming into a space in which you are I heard a damsel in distress. No, I feel like you're coming out of that. I don't know though. Some of you could be losing it a little bit. You need to meditate if you feel like you're losing it a little bit, okay? maybe with these 2 timeline jumps and the recent full moon and things like that, it could be very, things could be very imbalanced, very wonky, very kind of uncertain. Okay, so make sure that you're growing within, but for some reason I feel like this is predominantly mostly somebody else. Tell me more about this. Wow, we have liberation, butterfly effect, pure intentions, and spirit realm. Somebody's mind fucked because they may be figuring this out. Okay. Divine timing. Yeah, yin and yang. I feel as though there's a lot more than just one person involved here. So you could be calling your power back from a lot of different people, right? And sometimes when that happens energetically, when you cut energetic cords and ties and you call your power back, all right, all of the fuckery that they intentionally or unintentionally may have done towards you comes back to, you know, bite some people in the ass here. And that's just on karma, right? There's nothing that you've got to do to make that happen aside from heal and release the judgment of these people, right? The projections or the, you know, the thoughts, the opinions, whatever it may be, right? Because I'm going to tell you, as somebody who's worked really hard on releasing the ego, the more that you do so, you know, some people will say, you know, that you judge people, everyone judges people no matter what. No. No. As somebody who used to judge people, okay, and who's done healing and work and things of that nature, I move from understanding. Okay? So, and that's not me trying to like rain on anybody's parade or toot my own horn, but it's an energy of like that's real. You can release yourself from that, okay? I don't know who needed to hear that. Judgment is a learned trait. It's a learned quality. It was never meant to be put in humans' hands. Okay? Because here's why. Because we're all literally having like living different realities, having different experiences and all kinds, right? So something that may trigger one person, right? Say the word bitch really triggers somebody because maybe when they were younger, their mom always called them a bitch, right? Fuck that mom. I don't know, I'm just making that up. But anyways, but somebody else, you know, they call their friends bitch. Hey bitch, you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? Like there's literally, and so for anyone to cast judgment, you're literally doing it from your own experience and you have no idea what somebody else has gone through. Do you know what I'm saying? So the one person who is triggered by the word bitch, they're going to judge this other person, right? And I don't think this person's probably going to, I don't know. But but you get what I'm saying? Do you get it? Okay. And this feels like these people maybe possibly were very judgmental, right? Just very casting of their, um, projecting of their own experience, um, or what they've been taught, what they've been told, right? Um, You know, somebody may, let's take marijuana for example, right? Somebody may smoke some marijuana and do not shit nothing, right? That because it affects them that way. It has that, you know what I mean? Somebody else may smoke marijuana and it kind of balances some things out and they get all the shit done. Okay? So there's like this energy of, you know, and I'm not saying, you know, go smoke marijuana. I'm just saying that, like, everyone has a different experience. And these are people that aren't able to, or they possibly were not able to in the past, put themselves in anyone else's shoes. They were living in very much a 3D reality. We're all experiencing the same thing. The laws are the laws, the rules are the rules, and, you know, it is what it is type of energy here. Okay? These people, I feel, are now a little mind fucked because of your liberation. Excuse me. You're experiencing some sort of liberation, and it has to do with your intentions. It has to, and your intentions are reflecting because of what is growing for you. People are also realizing that you are possibly very much tapped into the spirit realm. And that is also something that, you know, if they're unable to do that, if they don't know what that, which everyone can do it. I want you to know, nobody is disconnected. Everyone can do it. Okay? We all have different ways of tapping in. You know what I'm saying? But whoever I'm talking to, you figured out how you connect with the spirit realm. Okay? And this is becoming very evident, and it's actually creating, it's drawing in a lot of attention. And it's possible that maybe previously the attention was uncertain, right? They were uncertain about your intention, but there's liberation in knowing that you have pure intentions, right? I don't know how this liberation is coming through. I don't know if somebody's getting some type of evidence or something like that, okay? It's possibly just the way God is showing up in your life. You know what I mean? And that's how these people know. Maybe the way that you look. There's some sort of, and for some reason I'm feeling like there could have been some sort of mask that fell off of somebody else regarding this. Okay, what does the collective need to know about this? The judgment cards here. Oh, Lord. I really feel like somebody may be like admiring you, looking up to you in some type of way here. Sorry about the background noise. They just started mowing. It is what it is. I don't know. Hey, bro.
Can you make me some tea whilst you do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Let's do the ice cream because yesterday I left in
When Jensen stayed, we ate it all.
there was 2 cups.
Bubby,
The last time I looked, it was like that. Oh.
people be eating ice cream. I don't know what you want from me. But I scooped all of it that night. The rest of it into your cups. But anyways, I'm in the middle of something here. Didn't we just have a conversation? Shut the door, please. Shut the door, please. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, guys. His concern about ice cream. Why is he looking for ice cream this early in the morning? It's not even early. I guess it's 11. But anyways. And for anyone who's out there, that's, I can feel it. You're like, oh, he asked for cereal. Yeah. Yep. He did. I woke him up at 9 to make him breakfast, and he didn't want breakfast then. He wants it now. So, anyone who's thinking, she didn't feed her kid breakfast. Anyway. Moving forward. Okay. You're protected or guarded towards some. You could be very guarded towards some people here, right? And again, I feel like there's an assumption, there's some sort of judgment, right? Around this. But I feel like somebody's coming out of this. There was some sort of judgment in the past. Somebody saw you in one light and they are going through a tower moment, experiencing and realizing you're so not in that energy. Honestly, I really feel like the energy that you are in, or that was assumed that you were in, was never yours to begin with. You work with the moon. A lot of you do, okay? Or you're very connected to the moon. Which is great, right? During these, while you're like moving through the shadow here. Let me get one more row on this. I feel like you are calling back some sort of power here. Yeah, somebody really preferred you in this, like, again, it's like this energy of like just accepting, just it is what it is, right? You do whatever it is that you need to do and I'll handle the heartbreak, right? I don't know. I don't know what that is, but you're not. With that being said, here, I feel like you are, there's like this energy of releasing, like, say for instance, right? For a really long time, you would attract like the same type of, if it were like, I don't know, in different energies, okay? But like, I'm picking up like more so like covert narcissists, right? Like, or like it doesn't have to be, you know, quite that extreme, but people that would just take advantage of your kindness, right? Your empathy, your whatever. And there's like this energy of like there's an upgrade happening, okay? Because something is being released. There's an energy that's going back to where it came from. And people are realizing possibly where they fucked up. Is that what this is? Like, truly, it feels like that. It feels like there is either someone or a group of people that is realizing that you rode for them, but they didn't realize it until you stopped. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. They're realizing it now. They're seeing you for who you really are. Also, sorry, I didn't mean to flip you off. I did mean it, like mean to, but don't take offense. Just being silly. I mean, unless if you were attempting to judge me, then you can take offense. My kids are well taken care of around here. Okay. Okay. Let's get some final messages. Yeah. Basically, collective, there's a ginormous misunderstanding about you and your intentions that is coming to light. And I feel like this is taking people, like, you may have been brought back into a situation so that people can, you know, when we talk about like earth angels possessing that energy that you know, awakens people, okay? I feel like you were possibly isolated from a bunch of people and now you're possibly being put back out there, right? And it's possible that whether this is family or whatever, okay, that people are, it's like you're coming back around or something, right? I don't know, maybe something has brought you back around, or I don't know, maybe you reached out to somebody, maybe they reached out to you, maybe they're just viewing you on social media, maybe there's, I don't know what this is, For all of you, it's going to be different. But somebody had you so misperceived based on their own projected wounding that they missed out on a whole blessing. And they're saying that now. Interesting. Yeah, this person, I think that they are feeling as though they're getting punished. Somebody feels like they're getting punished here. Somebody might actually be getting spiritually punished. They could be going through some sort of like health issues or something here. But I feel like whatever this is, it happened very quickly. Okay, like and it was your energy. They're reminding me of that time that I went to that the kids and I went to that one place to stay for the weekend, right? And there was another earth angel that ran it, right? Remember? And she didn't have to say anything. She gave me a hug. We had a small conversation, but it was that energy, right? That she possessed that helped me later. You know what I mean? Like after she was out of my presence, I was able to, it's like she brought in this energy that was helped me work through some things, you know, and I was able to witness kind of also what others may experience. To me, it was a very divinely led, validating experience. This is what I mean. It's almost like you've gone away and you may be showing back up in some area or around some group, whether you're putting yourself there or something is putting you there, or it's just through social media or whatever it is. But your spark, your energy, your light is having an ongoing effect with these people, and they're now seeing your light, they're seeing your intentions, they're recognizing their own projections. And that, family, is divine intervention. It is why you're here. Uh-oh. The raindrop. Raindrop. Drop top. Alright. Oh, sorry guys. The cranks! Don't play with me! The cranks from... Okay. And you know that's what a roller coaster sounds like, too. That is so funny. That is so funny. Yeah. Somebody has to, there are people that are being forced into, I don't want to say they're being forced into the shadow, but they're being forced to look at their own shadow. One, because you're not letting them project it onto you anymore. But two, because they're realizing, it's like this moment where they're truly realizing that everything that they had thought about you was actually what they thought about themselves. There's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of remorse here. Um, and these people are really kind of overwhelmed, maybe even by the, like I'm telling it, like I'm picking up on an energy where, like, you know, this is about somebody that has really left an environment for, and really it's like somebody that, you know, goes ghost for like 6 months or something like that, but it could even be longer, you know, and they come back on the scene and they're super fit, right? They're you know, their body is completely changed, their personality has changed, their habits have changed, their, you know, I like it. And for some of you it's not all of that, right? You've just been working on the shadow and you've grown and you've evolved into this very divine being. And these people have no choice but to look at themselves. Okay? So good work. And this is not, you know, this message is for somebody that's definitely like really worked through a lot of the ego, right? This is not an egoic message of like, ha. This is a message of like, this is for somebody who is getting confirmation that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? You're supposed to change the game. You're supposed to change, and you're doing this work, right? This is what you're supposed to be doing, is making people aware of themselves so that they can repent. And I will say this again, that repentance is changing. It is not just asking for forgiveness. It is then not only asking for forgiveness, but then taking the action to change internally and externally. But usually change starts within. Okay? Because for some of you, yeah, yeah, you are the leader of a group, a family, a bloodline, friendships, something. Could be a very large collective here, okay? That you are leading these people into repentance to come back home with their creator. To that I say, good work. I wanted to say good day, but that's not the right. Good work. I also want to say at ease, soldier. Okay? Mm-hmm. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope this is helpful. And we'll see you next time.